Well, I'm here with Michael O'Neill, a lapidary from Washington, and he is going to answer the 10 questions. Question 9. Not everyone gets paid to create something they are passionate about, but where do you
Right.
see the value in people still pursuing their passions, even if they aren't getting paid? And then, how can we encourage others to live a life of creation, even when their creations seem to go unnoticed?
I really think it's essential that people invest in themselves, find ways to express themselves through creation. To me, that's so valuable. It's like a form of communicating who you are, even if nobody's listening yet. It tells a story about your life and how it's changed and how you've grown and how you've handled the world around you. Yeah, there's just immense value in putting effort into something that's going to be self satisfying, fulfilling, even if you're not paid, even if you're not recognized, just doing it for yourself, I think is worth it.
To echo what you were saying about, it's an expression of who you are, even if people aren't hearing it. Sometimes it's good to just you hear it
Yeah,
because it's kind of your creation is essentially your inner voice coming out.
right.
And sometimes you need to let that get out, even if it
Hmm.
is just you, because then you start learning more about yourself too.
Exactly.
A few times we go into the mental health aspect of
Hmm.
creating and, how important it is just for that
Hmm.
to create because some people actually do jobs they hate, and
Yeah.
if you just go home and sit on the couch and watch TV, it's like you're just wallowing in this pit of despair.
Hmm.
Instead, go home, create something. Do I mean, I hate saying that all creators are artists, but it's like,
Hmm.
read a book, write something, play guitar, um,
Yeah.
learn how to cut and polish stones. And it's like just doing something that's different and gets those neutrons firing in your brain or whatever. Or I even say collecting is a form of creation. So it's like find a
Hmm.
hobby, find something you love to collect, and just dive into
Yeah.
that world. You'll meet a community.
Hmm.
I mean, me finding stones, I've met you, I've met miners, and
Hmm.
it's like how cool is that? Just like this little interest of mine, I now know people
Yeah.
because everyone loves to talk about what they are passionate about.
Yeah.
So if you find a passion, just dive into it because you're going to meet people who are just as passionate, if not more, and
Hmm.
love to talk to you about it.
Well, that's so good. That's been pretty important for me is finding a community of like-minded individuals,
Right.
and those people are usually your biggest supporters. I think that following your passion is a great way to find self-fulfillment.
Yeah, definitely.
Creation's highly personal.
Right.
Um, like you said, a lot of people don't find fulfillment in other areas of life, job, family, relationships, faith, even. But finding a community, that's awesome.
Being in the punk hardcore world, you everyone in there feels like outsiders to
Hmm.
the society or whatever, and you walk into those shows and you're like, these are my people, you
Yeah.
know, and it's like you know that because you experienced that, but it's like every niche has those communities. Like the
Hmm.
Comic Con people go and cosplay and do all that kind of stuff. It's like they walk into those things where I'd go in and be like terrified. They go in and go, "These are my people," you know.
Yeah.
And rock people like sit
Yep.
down and talk about rocks for hours, and it's just there's so many ways that people connect,
Hmm.
and I think diving into these little passions of yours is going to be the most fulfilling thing that you can do.
Hmm.
And I think, we are unique individuals created for a purpose, whether that is to be an accountant, to be, a chef or something.
Yeah.
We all have our roles in society that we are naturally prone to, or our a natural ability kind of shines through, and
Hmm.
you may not enjoy it all the time, but your mind is wired that way, and
Yeah.
it's because you're probably created to be that, and enjoy it. Go for it.
Hmm.
And if you really aren't being fulfilled, you could always move on to something else or do something after work.
Yep. Good thoughts.